You were taught that money is hard to hold on to. Not in a classroom, in a kitchen, in a late-night conversation you weren't supposed to hear, and the way someone in your house talked about people who had more, with a particular edge in their voice that told you something. And the phrase, "we can't afford that," repeated so many times it stopped being a description and became an identity. And the way ambition was treated as dangerous, like reaching for more meant losing what little you had. You absorbed the curriculum of scarcity before you were old enough to choose a different teacher. And now here you are, with the capacity to create, to build, to receive, and a program running underneath it that says, it won't last, it's not really yours, the other shoe is coming. You celebrate a win and immediately brace for the reversal. You receive and immediately calculate how long before it's gone. You build and look over your shoulder. That is not who you are. That is what was installed. 528 Hertz is the frequency associated with DNA level repair, with transformation, with what researchers have called the miracle tone, the exact resonance where cellular structure corrects itself and returns to its original design. Your original design is not scarcity. It is a human being built to receive, to create, and to give. That is the design. The scarcity program is the virus, not the operating system. I want to take you somewhere tonight, not to a concept of abundance, to the actual place inside you where it lives. Come with me. We're in the desert, cracked earth, dim gold light that suggests the sun used to be brighter here. This is where scarcity thinking lives, not in your bank account, but in this internal landscape. This is the place you return to every time an opportunity arises and something quiet in you says, but what if it doesn't work? The soil here has been trained to expect drought. The seed has been trained to expect it won't break through. We're going to stand here for a moment because I don't want to rush past this. I want you to feel it. The particular heaviness of a life lived in preparation for loss. The exhaustion of always bracing. The loneliness of believing that what others seem to receive naturally is somehow harder for you, that you have to work twice as hard for half as much, that the math of abundance doesn't apply to you the way it applies to other people. Feel it, because you are about to leave it here. 528 Hertz is moving through the body right now, through every cell, and cells remember what minds have been taught to forget, that abundance is the default state of the universe. Look at any forest, any ocean, any sky at stars. The universe does not produce scarcity. Scarcity is a story. The universe produces abundance in quantities that are almost offensive to the human mind trained on lack. And you are made of the same material as that universe. The cracked earth beneath your feet is beginning to change. You notice it first as a warmth at the soles, then as light appearing in the cracks. Not the gray light of maybe someday, but gold, liquid, moving light, the kind that doesn't apologize for its brightness. The scarcity program is not fighting this. It has simply never been shown what it was wrong about. The cracks are filling now. Light moving upward through the earth, like water finding its way, and where it surfaces, something grows. Not slowly. Like a memory returning. Sacred geometry blooming from the cracked ground, interlocking circles of gold light, the flower of life rising as if it had always been there beneath the surface, waiting for permission to emerge. This is what your abundant nature looks like when the scarcity program steps aside. It was always here. Underneath the conditioning, underneath the years of careful, guarded, just enough living. Underneath the voice that says you're being naive, that this is magical thinking, that people like you don't get to expect overflow.